So I've already opened up WB PerfStats, named it 3-WB PerfStats. And what we're going to be doing is creating a couple of line charts, and then we're going to be adding some shapes to those charts and entering some text into the shapes. So we're going to highlight A3 through E4. Okay, do not press the control key while you highlight the first range. So again, I'm just dragging A3 through E4. And now we need to add more cells to the selection. So we're going to press control and we're going to highlight A8 through E8. And then you can release control. So you'll notice that we've got A3 through E4. So we've got some text, which is going to be a legend for us. And then we've got some values, and then we have another row of values. That's exactly what we want. And we're going to go into Insert, and we are going to select Line. And they would like us to click on the line with the markers. So it should be this one right here. So that is our very first chart. Now they want us to adjust the layout just a little bit to make sure you're in your design ribbon. Chart has to be selected. And we're going to click on the quick layout. And we are going to pick layout 12. And then we are going to drag the chart below our worksheet data. So I'm going to kind of position over the border, get that four-headed arrow, and I'm going to left drag. I'm going to try to kind of center this below. And I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Then we are going to create another one. So let's click away from the chart. And we are going to select A3 through E3. Okay, so just our headings here. And now to add to that range, we have to press Control, and we're going to highlight A5 through E5. And I've got my fingers still on Control, and I'm going to do A9 through E9. And now I can release Control. So again, the procedure was left drag A3 through E3. Do not press Control when you do your first section. To add to the selection, press Control, drag over A5 through E5, keep your finger on Control, drag over A9 through E9, then release the Control key. And we're going to create basically the same type of chart with the same adjustments. So we're going to go into Insert, and we're going to pick the line chart, the one with the markers. And then we are going to go into Quick Layout and choose Layout 12. And I'm going to scroll down just a little bit because I'm going to grab the border here. And I'm going to move it below, whoa, not that far. We want to move it below the first one. And so at this point, I've got my two charts. And now what we need to do is add some shapes. So I'm going to scroll up just a little bit. And the first shape is going to be a little starburst, and that's going to go kind of right here in our very first chart. And then the second chart is going to have kind of a wavy banner. So we're going to go over to Insert, and I'm going to choose Shape. And the stars and the banners are actually kind of in the same location. And for the star, we want the 12-point star shape. And so it might take a minute to find it. this one with the number 12. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. And you're going to see kind of like a little crosshair. And all I'm going to do is kind of drag, and I usually go from the upper left corner kind of down and across. So I'm going to drag this little star shape. Okay. And once you put it in there, you can use the sizing handles to kind of adjust. They would like us to have a width of 1.5 on this, and I'm pretty darn close. And we are going to be entering some text. So with that selected, we are going to key in a strong finish with the exclamation. And then to center this, the shortcut keys are Control and the letter E. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, if we wanted to, I think mine looks fairly, text pretty much looks in the middle to me, but if yours isn't, you can click on middle align. And then if you had trouble with centering, you can always center it this way as well. They do want us to change the size to 10, and they also want us to boldface. Okay, and you do want to make sure that this little star with the text is above your legend. You can kind of grab the border and lock drag to move it. But once that one looks good, we're going to go ahead and enter another one. So we're going to kind of click away, go into Insert and Shapes. And for this second one, we want the wave. It should be the second to the last under Stars and Banners. And again, we're going to drag right in our chart. And they want a width of 1.5. And then right in that shape, we're going to key in border 4, 30% above NRA with an exclamation. Now they want us to center this using Control and E. But again, if that doesn't work for you, you can just go into Home and center it using the center button. And then we'll go ahead and middle align that one as well. And we will highlight our text, decrease the size to 10, and boldface. And that shape should be above the legend. And once everything looks good to you, you can go ahead and save your changes and close the document.